Hello everybody, hey, Richard Blackstone here, and I am the voice, the voice of Create One Love. Now I get a lot of people write back to me and say, man, I love your logo, it's so cool. And these are the three foundation pillars that I live by. Love, love is who we are, it's the glue that holds the universe together. This idea of oneness, we're all one at the higher levels of consciousness. And then this ability to create your life consciously in any manner you choose. And that's the one I really love to teach. But they're all interconnected. And so when I put this logo together, it was like, okay, well, we got a universe of duality and relativity. So we got this world on one side and then the big universe on the other side. And the way I love it is, you see the infinity sign that makes it all work? We're infinite beings, right? Right? Okay. So what I'm doing is creating these love notes so that I can do them in video form, and then we can talk about them a little bit, see how it applies to your daily life. And that's what we're going to do. So, love note says, everything depends on how we look at things and not on how they are themselves. Have you ever read one of the love notes and said to yourself that you have read something similar to this before, but you don't need to read it or pay attention to its message? Actually, every love note is unique and different, even though it may be written about a particular theme that you have read before. It is still important to read them, even if they are an old note that you have read before, because even though the note may be the same, you are different. You have changed since the last time you read the note or a note on a particular theme. You change all the time, and the meaning you get from reading the exact same note will be different to you because your perspective of life has changed. Life is a process, and that means that how we view life changes within the process. Every experience we have changes our overall perspective, and this never ends. With each life experience comes a shift in perspective, and a minor change occurs in your belief system. It is all cumulative over time and therefore very subtle, but this is the pattern of life. Go with it and enjoy your new perspectives every day. This is the exact thing that I love about life, is that everything has changed. You're changing all the time. You are changing from nanosecond to nanosecond. By the time I speak the next word, you have changed. And you know how it changes? Because you're listening to what I'm saying and you're incorporating into your thought process, and that means that you are changing internally some of your belief systems, positive or negative, doesn't matter, but you are constantly in this evolution of change. Constantly. It's because, everything that's happening in the present moment of now, and that change is all happening moment to moment to moment. Okay? So the beauty of this love note is taking us to this focus point of perspective. Because you can read the exact same thing. Now I could read this love note right now, and you would interpret it differently, just from the few words I said between the first reading and the second reading. That's how amazing this game is. And this is a simple love note. This happens with everything in life. So if you are constantly subjecting yourself to negativity, like watching television for hours and hours on end, then you're changing as well with those thoughts, words, and deeds that you're experiencing through the tube. Now, same thing happening here. You are changing your thoughts, words, and deeds by what I am just verbalizing here. And so your perspective is shifting. Now, the reason I do these video love notes is to shift that perspective in a positive, powerful way. A way that empowers you. You. I want you to feel empowered through these words. That's the whole reason that we're doing all this stuff, is to shift your perspective of how you view the game of life on planet Earth. Because if you view the game through a perspective of it's hard, It's frustrating. There's a lot of lack out there. I experience a lot of illness. If you have that perspective, then that's what you're going to experience. But if you listen to these love notes every day and incorporate them into your life, then you're going to shift your perspective into an idea that says, you know, this game is actually quite fun. It's easy for me to manipulate the game because I know the rules through the love notes. And I take it on as a very exciting challenge to shift my life in powerful, positive ways. And when you have that perspective, guess what? The game becomes fun. You really enjoy the process. And you are shifting the results of the game in powerful and positive ways. It's all perspective. See, if you have the perspective, you know, there's two belief systems in life. Two. That's it. See how simple this is? There's two belief systems. One belief system says that you are separate from all of life, and that is a fear-based belief system. The second belief system says that you are one with all of life, and that is a love-based belief system. Now, you are living your life based mostly in one or other of these systems. You can't be in both of them. I mean, you can experience both of them, but your overall the way you live life is immersed in one system or the other. Okay? So you can have the effects of love even though you're living in fear. You can know what love is by being in love, and you understand a lot of this stuff intellectually. But the way that you really change your life is to go beyond the intellect and get it in here. The big magneto, the electromagnetic force that you carry in your heart area, and what some people call your heart chakra. And that's where it's all at, because when you get it in here, then you internalize it and you live it. When you get it in here, you intellectualize it, and you may or may not live it. You may believe it, but you may not live it. You may believe that life gets better through love, but if you're not living that way, then you just intellectualize it. And the intellect only goes so far. But if you want to change the game, if you want to take that quantum leap, you have to go beyond the intellect and move the intellect into the heart. All of a sudden, game over. A lot more fun. Believe me, trust me, this is my experience. And I only tell you what's happening through my experience. That's the only way I can be the teacher that I am, is by teaching you my experience. My experience is my truth. That's all I have. And it's all you have too, is your experience. Because you can hear from somebody else about their experience, but until you experience it, it's not truth to you. You can spout it as truth, but it's not until you experience it. That's why I encourage you to take these love notes and implement them into your life. See what happens. Experiment with your life. That's what I love to do, is like when a new thing comes along, a new idea or something, I say, well, I'm going to experiment with that and see where it takes me. And if it takes me powerful, positive, I stay with it. If it doesn't do much or seems to be negative, I just drop it. It's the game. It's the game. So to help you along with that game, you know, here at Create One Love, we give you tools and programs to help you with that. And I want to help you right now by giving you a free ebook that will transform your life. Okay? And I don't say that lightly. Go get this book. Go to ConsciousLifestyleSecrets.com. On the right side of the page, you'll see an ebook there. You just get it. It's yours. You can be reading it in a couple minutes. All right. That's the love note for today. All right. How was it? Good? Bad? Ugly? No, I don't think. It's all your perspective, right? Okay. That's it for today. I'll see you tomorrow on the next one. And until then, as always, live in love. That's a really good perspective. See you tomorrow.